What is a callback? Callback is an asynchronous equivalent for a function. A callback function is called at the completion of a given task. Node makes heavy use of callbacks. All APIs of Node are written in such a way that they support callbacks. For example, a function to read a file may start reading the file and return the control to the execution environment immediately so that the next instruction can be executed. Once the file input output is complete, it will call the callback function. While passing the callback function, the content of the file is passed as a parameter. So there is no blocking or wait for the file input output. This makes Node.js highly scalable as it can process high number of requests without waiting for any function to return a result. Let us see an example of a blocking code. Create an input.txt file having a content similar to this one. I have written a content. Asynchronous JavaScript or JavaScript that uses callbacks is hard to get right. With callbacks, the most popular way to handle errors is the Node.js style. Create a JavaScript file having the code similar to this one. I have the first line of the code contains the requiring the fs module. Next is to create a data instance and load the input.txt file. Then print onto the console program ended. Let us try to execute this program. As we can see, the contents of the file are printed onto the console, followed by the console print statement. This shows us that the program blocks until it reads the file and then only it proceeds to the end of the program. Thus the blocking program executes very much in sequence, and from programming point of view it's easier to implement the logic. Let us see an example of non-blocking code. This has a callback function where we pass the error as well as data as the parameter. Now let us run this program. This shows us that the program does not wait for the file reading, but it just proceeded to the print program ended statement, and at the same time the program without blocking continues to read the file. A non-blocking program does not execute in sequence, so in case of a program needs to use any data to be processed, it should be kept within the same block to make it sequential execution. Next concept is event loop. Node.js is a single-threaded application, but it supports concurrency via concept of event and callbacks. The whole process is called as event-driven programming. Node.js uses events heavily, and it is also one of the reasons why Node.js is pretty fast compared to other similar technologies. As every API of a Node.js are asynchronous and being a single-threaded, it uses asynchronous function calls to maintain the concurrency. Node uses observer pattern. Node thread keeps an event loop, and whenever any task gets completed, it fires the corresponding event which signals the event listener function to get executed. As soon as Node starts its server, it simply initiates its variable, declares functions, and then simply waits for the event to occur. In an event-driven application, there is generally a main loop that listens for events and then triggers a callback function when one of those events is detected. While events seem similar to what callbacks are, the difference lies in the fact that callback functions are called when an asynchronous function returns its result, whereas event handling works on the observer pattern. The functions which listens to events acts as observers. Whenever an event gets fired, its listener function starts executing. Node.js has multiple inbuilt events available through events module and event emitter class, which is used to bind events and event listener. Let us look at the program. The first statement imports the event module into the events instance variable. Then we create an event emitter object by using the events instance. Then we create an event handler called as connect handler and write the connected function. In the connected function, we print connection successful onto the console. In the function, we also emit a data received event. Then we bind the connection event with the handler by using an on function. Then we bind the data received event with an anonymous function. In this, we also print data received successfully statement onto the console. At last, then we fire a emit connection event which calls the above event handler appropriately. Let us run this program. We can see that appropriate statements are printed onto the console. When the connection event is fired, this function is executed because the connect handler is associated with the connection event. In the connected function, the connection successful statement is printed. We can see in the command prompt that the connection successful statement is printed. Then next, in the same function, data received event is emitted. The data received event is associated with this anonymous function. The anonymous function contains data received successfully. Hence, this statement is also printed onto the console.